Call hello Yahweh by Shemi Abishai by Shirach HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, the great millstone. Shalom to the elect. I'm Lakamar back again to do the will of Yahweh by Shemi Abishai. And this lesson is inspired by a short animation a brother sent, and it's entitled Russia Depicts a Nuclear Strike on the U.S., showing the destruction of cities like San Francisco and New York City in a short animation. Now, the believers Yahweh by Shem al Shah, we know that Russia plays a major role in the destruction and downfall of Esau Edom, the so-called white man kingdom. So, as the title stated, Russia made a short animation of a nuclear strike hitting the United States. And we know that the United States is Babylon the Great, according to the Holy Scriptures, showing the destruction of cities like San Francisco and New York City. So I'm going to play this clip and I'm going to get straight to the Scriptures. Lord willing, this is edifying. Right? This clip is heavy. As we saw missile come out of the water. Guess it was a silo underwater. And it came out of the silo that was underwater, aiming at its target, which was the U.S., showing destruction of one missile hitting the state. Now, as we saw, as I mentioned, the silo came out of the missile slock. It came out of the water, propelling to its target, went to the space. It's moving pretty quick. Now you see the missile is breaking apart because when the missile hit its target, it detaches because the back of the missile is just used to propel the warhead to its particular target. So you see the missile detaching in the air, and I guess the cone of the warhead breaks apart, and now you see multiple warheads. And those multiple warheads spread, each missile going to its specific target and destination. Boom. Guess that's San Francisco. Times Square, New York City, Empire State Building. And we know that these missiles that are created, one missile carries multiple warheads. So just imagine 200 million of them. It's going to leave this place desolate. But we're going to get straight to the scriptures. I'm going to start in the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 5. It reads, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood." Now, when you think of ancient wars were fought one-on-one combat. You have one opposing team against another, fighting one another with swords in their hands, swords, spears, body armors, swords piercing through skin and bloodshed. That's how ancient wars were fought, with confused noise, because a lot of warriors fought and made a war cry. It says, "In garments rolled in blood." As I mentioned, the garments are rolled in blood from the swords piercing through the skin, causing blood to spill, causing men to die. These were the these were how ancient wars were fought. Reading on, "But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." So we know that ancient wars were fought with confused noise, garments rolled in blood. But this, the war that's coming, which is World War III, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, because now these nations are equipped with thermonuclear missiles that have the capability to destroy an entire country. This is the war that's coming up in the near future. Now, you hear about Hiroshima and Nagasaki, where the US dropped Little Man and Fat Boy on Japan, destroying particular cities in Japan. But this war that's coming up, World War III, is going to be with many, many missiles. And I'm going to get into that. But first, before I get that, I'm going to bring out Isaiah chapter 13. I'll start at verse 1. Isaiah 13:1. "The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see." So the prophet Isaiah received a vision, and that vision was about the destruction, the terrible destruction that's coming to Babylon the Great, aka America. Reading on, "Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain." The prophets are lifting up the banner, which is knowledge, which is this knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the Holy Scriptures. Lifting up the banner upon the high mountain, which is Esau, the so-called white man's kingdom, prophesying against the kingdom that we're in right now, because the prophets of old did the same thing. They prophesied against the kingdom they were in, of the war, the evil, and the pestilence that was coming to that particular kingdom. And that's what the prophets are doing today, prophesying against Esau's kingdom, letting him know that his kingdom, not only him, but the entire earth, the world, letting everyone know the judgment that's coming from the God of Israel, Yahweh Shem Shah. Exalt the voice unto them. Yep, because the prophets are lifting up their voice like a trumpet on the highways and byways, lifting up the banner, which is this knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Shake the hand, yeah, because we're rebuking the people, we're rebuking our people, the Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. We're also rebuking the heathen nations, that they may go into the gates of the nobles, and we're at the gates of the nobles. We're on the grand concourse of Esau, Edom's kingdom, prophesying against his kingdom in great boldness in the face of him that afflicted us. And the nobles are the elite banker families, those who rule the earth, who are Edomites. The Rothschilds, Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Oppenheimers, the Gettys, the Carnegies, and so on. Reading on, I have commanded my sanctified ones. The sanctified ones are the Lord's servants, the prophets. He ordained his prophets to do his will, which is to teach, to prophesy, to preach the word that the kingdom of heaven is at hand. The word sanctified is synonymous with the word holy, which means separate. I have also called my mighty ones from my anger. The mighty ones are the angels who are holding back that nuclear wind, that destruction, that destroying wind to the elect be sealed. Even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people. Now, when a regular person reads this, they think it's talking about actual people. But when you read the scriptures speak in parables and codes. The scriptures speak in poetry. So the noise of a multitude, multitude means many, a large number. And a mountain, which is a government, like as of a great people. So these multitudes in a mountain that's like as of a great people symbolizes something. And what the great people symbolizes is the thermonuclear missiles. Now, real quick, Revelation chapter 9, verse 16. It reads, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. So now we just read that the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. That's backing up Isaiah 13, where it says, like as of a great people. Now, these horsemen symbolizes the thermonuclear missiles that was designed by the nuclear lab scientists through Yahweh Shem Shah. It says the number of the army of the horsemen with 200,000 was synonymous, it equals to 200 million. And as we saw, that one warhead had many warheads on it. So it's going to be 200 million warheads that come to Babylon the Great to destroy it and leave it desolate for eternity. And I heard the number of them, and thus I saw the horses in a vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone. That represents the armor, the body armor of the missiles. And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions. Now the head symbolizes the warhead, because that warhead, as I mentioned earlier, when the missile is shot off, as it get closer to its target, it starts to break apart into pieces, because part of the missile It's just used to propel the actual warhead that's going to be used to destroy its target. So the part of the missile is used to propel the warhead to its target. So the heads, which is the warhead, are likened unto heads of lions. Now we know that a lion uses his head to defend itself and also to kill, to catch prey, to defeat. He uses his head to bite. And out of their mouth issue fire and smoke and brimstone. Yeah, because that warhead, once it hits its target, it's going to explode and consume its target in fire. By these three was the third part of men killed. The third part of men represents the sons of the wicked, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You have the sons of men, the sons of Yahweh by Shem Hashah, and the sons of the wicked, who is Esau, Edom. By these three was the third part of men killed by the fire, by the smoke, and by the brimstone, which issued out of their mouths, going into the warhead again. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails, because, as I mentioned earlier, the back of that missile is used to propel the warhead to its target. For power is in his mouth, which is the warhead, and in his tail. Where the fuel, you see the fire. For their tails were like unto serpents, because the prophet John, he saw the missiles in the air, and he saw the smoke coming out, and it looked like snakes moving around. That's how he described it. And had heads, and with them they do hurt. Yeah, because them warheads is gonna hurt when it hit its target. It's gonna destroy it. It's gonna cremate people and land, animals as well. Everything is gonna be left desolate when these missiles hit. So let's go back to Isaiah 13. Back in Isaiah chapter 13, verse 4, it reads, "The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, which are the missiles, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together." Yeah, because the Lord is gathering these nations for war. You're gonna have nations come up against Babylon the Great. The enemies, along with America allies, are gonna come against her to destroy it. And they also being brought together to be judged by Yahweh by Shimon Shah. Because the Lord said in Joel that he's going to gather the nations into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat to judge them for his people, the nation of Israel. The Lord Yahweh by Shimon Shah of hosts, meaning the Lord of armies, hosts meaning armies, mustered the host of the battle. The word muster means to gather. So as I mentioned, the nations are being gathered. The missiles from these different nations are going to be gathered. You're going to have missiles coming from Russia, China, Iran, America allies, and so on. So the Lord is preparing this. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven. Yeah, these missiles are going to come from the other side of the earth, the other end of the earth, as I mentioned. Example, Russia, China, Iran. We just watched a video of Russia making a small animation of a nuclear strike on Babylon the Great. And Russia is on the other side of the earth. So these missiles are coming from a far country, from the end of heaven. Even the Lord Yahweh by Shema Shah and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. And these are the weapons of Yahweh by Shema Shah. These are the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land, which is Babylon the Great. This place is going to be completely left desolate. Now, let's go to Isaiah chapter 54. In verse 16, it reads, Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals and the fire. So Yahweh by Shemashai created the smith that bloweth the coals and the fire. Now, a smith is someone that is crafty, that is skillful. Now, you have different types of smiths. A smith is someone that is skillful in a particular trade. You have locksmith, for example, blacksmiths, right? But the smith that is talking about are these nuclear labs scientists, because Yahweh Shema Shah blessed them with the knowledge into creating these nuclear weapons. These nuclear lab scientists, they are skillful in destruction and designing weapons that can destroy. So behold, created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire and bringeth forth an instrument for his work. What is that instrument? And I have created the waster to destroy. See? So Yahweh Shema Shah, he blessed these lab scientists to create an instrument, a waster to destroy, which are the thermonuclear missiles. Let's read the NLT, Isaiah 54, verse 16. I have created the blacksmith who fans the coals beneath the forge and make weapons of destruction. And I have created the armies that destroy. That's heavy. The blacksmiths are skillful to destroy, to make weapons of destruction. And we know that Proverbs chapter 20 states, Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24, man's goings are of the Lord Yahweh by Shemal Shah. So man's goings of the Lord Yahweh by Shemal Shah. The Lord directs a man's steps. He directs our steps, our every movement, our thought. How can a man then understand his own way? Yeah, how can a man understand his own way? It's of Yahweh by Shemal Shah that we are able to do things. And the Lord used these nuclear lab scientists to create his weapons and the nation. Everyone plays a role in his life we're living in. And these lab scientists were created to make weapons of destruction. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 25, it reads, The Lord Yahweh by Shema Shah had opened his armory. So what is an armory? An armory is a place where weapons are kept. For example, you have silos. These nations have silos. A silo is an underground chamber where missiles are kept ready for firing. So these missiles are either underground, stored in silos, as we saw the depiction. Russia had the missile come out of water, so guessing they have their missiles, their silos underwater, and they're locked and loaded, ready to be fired. And all these missiles that are created will be used. So the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah had opened his army and had brought forth the weapons of his indignation, which are the thermonuclear missiles. So this is the work of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah of hosts in the land of Chaldeans. So this is the work of the Lord. And the Lord is going to fulfill his work. The work of Yahweh Shema Shah will come to pass, and that's going to be the destruction of the land of the Chaldeans, the modern day Chaldeans, or who? The elite banker families, the rulers of the earth, as I mentioned some of the names. The Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, DuPonts, the Gettys, the Carnegies, Oppenheimers, so on. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. These are the rulers of the earth. And the Lord is going to use these missiles to destroy their kingdom. And these banker families are Edomites. Come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. And America is likened unto a woman, the great whore. You read about that in the book of Revelation. The great whore that sitteth upon many waters, which are the nations. So America is going to be destroyed utterly. Let nothing of her be left. Yeah, once these missiles be shot off and once they hit its target, America, nothing is going to be left. This place is going to be completely desolate. And it's going to be a habitation for desert-like creatures. Right? So we're going to get the book of Joel. Chapter 2. I'll start from the top. Read. Read through it. This is Joel chapter 2, verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound the alarm in my holy mountain. And that's what the prophets are doing. We're giving the nation of Israel warning. We're blowing the trumpet. Trumpet is this knowledge, wisdom, understanding. The warning from Yahweh by Shemel Shah that could be found in the Holy Scriptures. And the Lord set up particular men, special men. As I mentioned, we all have a lot. Everyone plays a role. He ordained men before they came out of the womb. He ordained particular spirits to teach this knowledge, to teach the kingdom of heaven is at hand to his holy mountain, which represents the nation of Israel. Warning our people to get right with Yahweh by Shemel Shah before they be partakers of the wrath of Yahweh by Shemel Shah. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. Yeah, because when a trumpet is blown, a trumpet is blown to give the people warning. Warning of destruction that's coming. So let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. For the day of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shah cometh, for it is not at hand. Yeah, the day of the Lord is at hand. That's why everything is just happening right now. Wars staring up. You have wars, rumors of wars, pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. Got false prophets deceiving many. These are the signs our Lord Yahweh Shah gave us to let us know to measure the times diligently. Let us know that when through these signs, we're getting closer and closer to the second coming of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Reading on, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. All right, so this day, the day of the Lord is going to be a day of darkness, gloominess, clouds, thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, that's going to be from the thermonuclear destruction, mushroom clouds, thick smoke in the air. We'll have chariots in the air. We'll have fire spitting out of the chariots as well. You can read about that in 2nd Esdras 13 chapter about the blast of fire, flaming breath, sparking tempest that will be coming out of the holy chariots, consuming evildoers in certain parts of the earth, certain lands on the earth, and America is going to be one of those lands. As a morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, those are thermonuclear missiles, remember, like as of great people, as we read in Isaiah 13 chapter 4 verse, and also the number of the army of the horsemen, that's all symbolic to the thermonuclear missiles. There had not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Yeah, because never heard in history of 200 million warheads being shot from the ends of the earth to destroy a particular land. That have never happened in history, but it's gonna happen. And this is gonna be the last heathen war, because after this terrible destruction that's coming, ain't gonna be nothing like this after. This is something that never happened, but it will happen. Slakia. Bear with me. As I mentioned, as I mentioned, never in life have you heard of 200 million warheads coming to a place to destroy it. But it will happen. But it won't happen again because nations shall not learn war anymore. Read about that in the book of Isaiah, second chapter. These nations are going to turn their swords and spears into plowshares and pruning hooks, which are farming instruments. So they're going to go back to being servants, and they're going to serve the nation of Israel in the kingdom of heaven, beginning with the elect, starting when our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach go down. Reading on, a fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burning. Packing up Revelation 19 chapter. Power is in their mouth and in their tails. The fire devoured before them is going to the warhead, and behind them a flame burning. The tail of that missile. You're going to have the fire coming out from the back of the missile to propel the warhead to its target. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them. Yeah, because while these 200 million warheads are aiming for its destination, which is Babylon the Great, America, this place is going to look like a paradise. The word Eden means paradise. It's going to be in good condition while these missiles are aiming to its target. And behind them, a desolate wilderness. Yeah, because once the missiles hit its target, America, this place is going to be a desolate wilderness. It's going to be a desert land. It's going to be completely destroyed. And nothing, yea, and nothing shall escape them. Yeah, no one's going to escape this destruction except for the Lord's elect when they be ascended up into the holy chariots and hidden from the wrath of Yahweh Shemashah. Those are going to be the ones that be not partakers of Esau, Edom, the heathen, and two-thirds of the nation of Israel's judgment. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horsemen. Slakia, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run, as I mentioned. The scriptures speak in poetry, so these missiles are likened unto horsemen. It says, so shall they run. Yeah, they're going to be moving at full speed, as we saw in the video. That one missile was moving very swiftly and quick, like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoured the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Now you think, when you read this, you think of a army of people, an army of soldiers, men invading their opposition, invading their land, leaping over their walls, setting their opposition town on fire to seize it and take control. That's how it's going to be with the missiles. They're going to be leaping. They're going to be devouring once they hit its target and battle array. Because this is going to be a great battle, World War III. Before their face, the people shall be in much pain, and if all faces shall gather blackness, yeah, people are going to be in much pain and suffering. They're going to be in great travail. They're going to be terrorized by the wrath of Yahweh by Shimon Shah. All faces shall gather blackness. They're going to be pale with terror. They shall run like mighty men. Yeah, men of war, warriors. And we know that Yahweh by Shimon Shah is a man of war. And this is the work of the Lord, Yahweh by Shimon Shah. They shall climb the wall like men of war. See, as I mentioned, think of it as watching an ancient movie, or you read about the scriptures of how the other nations invaded Jerusalem, or just any particular kingdom. When it's invaded, you have an army. They hop over their walls and just destroy it. It seize their enemy's land. They shall climb the wall like men of war. They shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. Yeah, so each, as you saw in the video, When the missiles, the multiple warheads, each missile went a different direction, went to a specific destination to hit a particular target. None shall break their ranks. Yeah, they're not going to run into each other. Reading on. Neither shall one thrust another. Yeah, they're not going to bump into each other. They shall walk every one in his path. Yeah, so each warhead have a particular destination, a particular path to hit when they hit Babylon the Great. It's going to be missiles that hit New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, the South, the North, the West. These 200 million warheads. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. Yeah, because the U.S. defense system won't be able to stop these thermonuclear missiles. They're not going to be wounded by these defense systems, these nuclear missile defense systems. They shall run to and fro in the city. Yeah, they're going to run to and fro in the city like an invasion. As I mentioned, different missiles hitting parts of the city. I'm out here in Brooklyn. I have missiles hitting Brooklyn, hitting the projects, the schools, the park, hitting homes, churches, landing on people in the street. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Yeah, because these missiles are going to black out the light. It says the earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. Because the scriptures tell you in the book of Isaiah, let's get that real quick, that the earth, let's get it. Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 20, it reads, the earth shall rail to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. So this is going to be the judgment for transgressors, for evildoers. The earth is going to rock to and fro. It's going to shake from side to side from the great impact of the missiles, like an intoxicated, drunk person on the street. And it's going to fall and not rise again. America, once it fall, it will never be risen up. Again, this place is going to be totally destroyed. Back in Joel chapter 2, verse 11. And the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah shall utter his voice before his army. See? So these thermonuclear missiles are the Lord's army. He's going to utter his voice before his army because the Lord is going to be in control of everything. He's in control of everything now. But he's also going to be in control of these thermonuclear missiles. For his camp is very great. For he is strong that executed his word. Yeah, Yahweh Shem Shah is mighty. He's omnipotent. He's all-powerful God. He can do all things. This is why we must fear Yahweh Shem Shah. For he is strong that executed his word. And his word is faithful and true. And these things will come to pass, thus say Yahweh Shem Shah, because he's not a man that he shall lie. All these things will be accomplished. For the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah, is great and very terrible. So the day of the Lord is not a day of peace, not a day of happiness. It's going to be a day of great wrath, terribleness, fierce anger, and destruction. And who can abide in it? It's a rhetorical question. And I have an answer for that. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 10. But the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah is a true God. Yeah, the Lord is real. He is true. He's faithful. He's real. He is the living power. He's the living God. He is the most high and everlasting King. The ancient days, the immortal everlasting God, Yahweh Shem Shah. At his wrath, the earth shall tremble, And the nation shall not be able to abide his indignation. So no one's gonna abide the wrath of Yahweh Shimon Shah. People are going to be in great fear. People are going to be destroyed. 2/3 of the nation of Israel, the heathen, and also mainly Esau, Edom. 2/3 of the nation of Israel and the heathen. 1/3 of the nation of Israel, which is the elect, the 144,000, along with the great multitude, men, women, and children, they're going to be hidden from the wrath of Yahweh Shimon Shah. But everyone else, they won't be able to abide the wrath of Yahweh Shimon Shah. They're going to be trembling at his great wrath and his terror, right? So this is the destruction, this is the judgment written for Esau's kingdom. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 50 again, and verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come against Babylon, which is America, an assembly of great nations from the north country. So the Lord is gathering an assembly of great nations. As I mentioned earlier, these nations are going to be Russia, China, Iran, their allies, along with America allies as well, because the scriptures tell you in the book of Revelation 17 chapter that the 10 horns shall hate the whore and come up against it to destroy it. So these nations are from the other side of the earth. They're going to come up against Babylon the Great, aka America. The scriptures talk about the weak saying, let the weak say I'm strong. These nations are now equipped with thermonuclear capability, and they're now able to go toe to toe with America, because Russia is going to supply, as is written in Ezekiel 38 chapter, that Russia is going to be a guard unto these other nations, and they're going to supply them with these thermonuclear missiles. So these nations are going to be fully equipped, locked and loaded to come up against America. And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. The arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. So these arrows are talking about the thermonuclear missiles. They shall be as a mighty expert man, someone that's precise in aiming and hitting his target. And they will not miss, and none shall return in vain. So they're not gonna, once they be shot off, they're not gonna go back from where they came from. And Chaldea shall be a spoil, which is America. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord Yahweh Shimon Shah, because you were glad, because you rejoice, all you destroyers of my heritage. Yeah, because Esau, Edom, he rejoiced at the destruction, and played part and played the major role in the destruction of the Lord's heritage, which is the Lord's chosen people, the nation of Israel. They had plundered, they had destroyed the nation of Israel. You can read about it. First Ezra talks about. Look, let's get that real quick. First, we're gonna get Psalms 137. Psalms chapter 137, verse 7. Remember, O Lord Yahweh Shema Shah, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof. Yeah, so remember the children of Israel, the children of Edom, Salakia, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, meaning destroy, even to the foundations thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Yeah, why is this the children of Edom and O daughter of Babylon? Because the daughter of Babylon, which is America, is ran by the Edomites. The daughter of Babylon, Babylon the Great, aka America, is in a Edomite rulership. So the Lord didn't forget what Esau and Edom have done to his chosen people. It says, happy shall he be. Who's going to be happy? Yahweh Shema Shah, that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Yeah, because Esau, Edom rewarded us with bloodshed, with violence, with death and destruction. So Esau, Edom is going to reap what he sowed. Now, real quick, let's get First Ezra, Salakia. First Ezra chapter 4. What's that? First Ezra chapter 4, verse 45. Thou also have vowed to build up. Matter of fact, yeah, yep. First Ezra chapter 4, get straight to the point. Read verse 43. Then said he unto the king, Remember thy vow which thou hast vowed to build Jerusalem, and the day when thou camest to thy kingdom, and to send away all the vessels that were taken away out of Jerusalem, which Cyrus set apart, when he vowed to destroy Babylon, and to send them again thither. Thou also hast vowed to build up the temple which the Edomites burned when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldees. So the Edomites helped the Babylonians seize Jerusalem, bring down the nation of Israel. This is why the Edomites have to pay. All right, so reading on Jeremiah 50 and 11. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoice, O destroyers of my heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, that the heifer at grass and bellow as bulls. Your mother shall be sore confounded. Yeah, the mother is who? Great Britain, because America came out of Great Britain. And Britain is going to come up against America as well. All these nations are going to come up against Babylon the Great to destroy. It says, Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Yeah, it's going to be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert, because of the Lord, because of the wrath of Yahweh Shimon Shah. So this place is going to be left desolate because of the wrath of Yahweh Shimon Shah, because of the blood that this place has shedded. This place was built off the blood of the Lord's chosen people, the Israelites. This place is built off the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans' blood, sweat, and tears. Because of the wrath of Yahweh Shimon Shah, it shall not be inhabited, but it should be wholly desolate. It is going to be completely desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all plagues. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, which is the silos. Silo is a underground compartment where missiles are kept and stored and ready for to be fired. All ye that bent the bow, shoot at her. Yeah, these other nations are gonna shoot at her. Spare no arrows. They're not gonna spare not one missile. For she has sinned against Yahweh Shema Shah. Right? So she has sinned against Yahweh Shema Shah by touching his anointed, by touching the apple of his eye. Shout against her round about. She had given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. This place is going to be thrown down by violence, as it is written in the book of Revelation 18th chapter. Thus his kingdom shall be thrown down with violence. Take vengeance upon her, which is retaliation, revenge, for what they have done, as she had done, do unto her. As I mentioned earlier, Esau Edom is going to reap what he sowed. That's why scripture speaks about that ham of the earth. Esau Edom, through America, through Babylon the Great, is the ham of the earth because it go around terrorizing the place, destroying. And ham is used to destroy, to demolish. And that's what Esau Edom has done. He has destroyed and demolished people and their lands. So guess what? Esau Edom is going to be destroyed and demolished. Thus say Yahweh Shimon Shah. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 12. It reads, The earth quaketh and the foundations thereof. Right? So the earth quaketh from the impacts of the thermonuclear missiles. As we read, the earth shall rock to and fro like a drunkard. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah and the power, and before the glory of his power. Yeah, these thermonuclear missiles are going to cause all types of natural disasters, volcano eruptions, tsunamis, earthquakes, etc. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. So for strong is Yahweh Shema Shah right hand that bendeth the bow. Those silos, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, which is a thermonuclear missiles, and shall not miss. So none of the missiles that's going to be shot, the 200 million warheads, none of them are going to miss. All missiles are going to hit its target. Each warhead, that's the multiple missiles that's in each warhead is going to hit its target. When they begin to be shot into the ends of the earth, yeah, they're going to be shot from one end of the earth to the other, aiming at America. Behold, the plagues are sent, and these missiles are plagues, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. Yeah, they're going to be shot. Once they be shot, they're not going to return where they came from. They're going to go into outer space and come back aiming at its target. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returning not backwards. Yeah, they're not gonna go backwards. These missiles are gonna be shot and not return backwards. Like a mighty archer, something that's precise and shooting and hitting its target. Even so, the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Yeah, so once these missiles are shot, they're not going to return again. They're going to be completely used, all of them, and they're going to completely destroy Babylon the Great, aka America. Thus say Yahweh Shem Shah. But I'm in here, Lord willing, this was edifying. Shalom.